is holding on to every little piece of you. It's holding on to every drop of blood you drew. It's holding on to you. Oh, all right, we are live. Let's go. All right. First of all, a very exciting announcement, bro. We have our first champion, not even a week into the challenge, and we had our first champion. Hello, Draco. How's it going, my friend? So, who is this champion? Who took the crown of being the first champion? Let's find out. The person who took the crown is none other than Ryan King himself. Look, what a fitting person. The king takes the crown. Let's go. How poetic is that? And you can see here's the result that Ryan got with this course. And Ryan did take the previous challenge as well, but this time around you can see that the results are much better and much quicker. Just 1 week in and we have this. Perfect. And if you want results like this, bro, like I believe this is the best opportunity. This course is absolutely free, absolutely non-medical. You won't be overwhelmed by bullshit terms and all of that. All you have to do is to just sign up and boom, bro, you have week 1, week 2, week 3, everything broken down for you. All you have to do is join, participate, complete the course, don't be a jetty, and you will have results. Now with that said, let's dive into the roasting. And just one more thing that I quickly wanted to announce is, okay, we'll get to it later, but let's start this. And more, how do I sort this? Okay, top. Let's no, not top. Shit, where is the setting again? New. Yeah, I want to sort this by new. And now we're gonna go a whole week back and check out everything. Mid anatomy practice, I heard brown sculpting guy. Let's go, my man. Yeah, the previous username was the sculpting brown guy, but I decided that I want to keep Ishaq sculpt. Oh, because it's all the handle that I have on YouTube and Instagram and everything. But by the way, something really interesting happened. Last night, I posted a reel on my Instagram, and by the morning, it had 200k views. It blew my mind. Like I was like, what just happened? And here's the reel. Let me show you guys. It's actually pretty hilarious. So basically, I made this reel where I said that, okay, a new auto detail sculpting brush is coming on Blender, and bro, like the comment section went crazy. People were asking me for the link. People thought that this is real, and people were calling each other idiots and whatnot, bro. It was hilarious. And yeah, we just started this comment war on Instagram. It's absolutely hilarious, my man. This was a funny thing that happened yesterday. Okay, without any further ado, let's just dive into the roasting. All right, first of all, we have Tom. Let's see. Yes, Ishaq Sculpt is a great name. I just remembered the name. Yup. I think that Ishaq Sculpt is better, but sculpting round guy was really fun to have. The reverse engineering trick for references. Let's see. One cool trick that really helped me on my 2B saga is that I took the model I used for reference, then I made a copy, remeasured, and then turned it into level 2. And oh, that is actually very smart. All right. Okay, this is thinking out of the box. To be honest, I had never considered doing this. So that is a brilliant idea, bro. I love this. So basically what Tom is saying is that if you have a high poly model, what you can do is remesh it to a lower value, and you can break it down the same way that we have broken down things in our course. So let me quickly see. Yeah, so in the course I preach that you should always proceed with your sculpt level by level. So something that is low poly, and then we have some details. So bro, this is actually really genius. I love this idea. This is really good. Lovely tip. Oh, I love this. All right, McCoy Moss, face level 2. Let's see. This is a recent sculpt I did this morning, but there's something off with it, especially in the side view, but I can't get my finger on it. Where's your finger, bro? Why can't you get it on it? Just kidding. I don't know if it's a job, but that is maybe too sharp or what. Well, it could be I am hallucinating. Let's see. My sculpt reference. Okay, let me put my finger on it. What the problem is. So the where I would put my finger, bro, is right here. Okay, and let's discuss why this is the place where I would put my finger. It's because the eye, just like the mouth, so we learned that with the mouth, the upper lip is ahead of the lower lip. Okay, the same thing goes for the eyes. The upper eyelid should be ahead of the lower eyelid, and in this case you can see that on the reference we do have that angle going on, but in the sculpt we do not have it. Also, one more thing that I would like you to notice is notice the depth of this eye socket. Notice how deep did we sculpt these eyes. You definitely made them deep, but the issue that I see here is that you blocked out the eyes quite deep inside as well, whereas you can see this is where we block out the eyes almost somewhere halfway. So if I'm to show you this, just look at this eye socket, look at how deep we sculpted this. You definitely have that depth, so that is really nice, but this is where we blocked out the eye. So all of this area, this will be the eye section later, but in your case what I see is that it's made very deep as well. So this block out, this bulking of the eye, you definitely want to have it somewhere here, and that should do it for you. Other than that, bro, I think it's really nice. One more thing that I think you could improve is notice the let me draw it here. So notice the angle here. We have the mouth area, and then we have the chin slightly behind it, so we have this sort of an angle going on. But over here, although you have it, it's fairly lean. So what I would do is I would push the chin inside a bit as well. Let's see if there's anything else other than that. Other than that, I think it's really well made. The face just looks a tad bit wider compared to the reference one, but other than that, bro, nothing too concerned. Yeah, you can also see the depth of the eye here, so you can see that we have the bulking of the eye quite forwards, but here you can see that it's way inside, it's tucked quite inside the eye socket. So that is something that I would improve here. Other than that, looks absolutely beautiful, my friend. I love the direction that you are going in, and I wouldn't be surprised if by next week you're a champion. So I do see that happening. Looks really good. So just to recap, the eye area, push the chin slightly in and just squeeze the face slightly inwards. Okay, notice this one is slightly slimmer than this one. Other than that, looks really good, my friend. Very happy with the direction that you were heading to. Let us mark this as a quality post because we have the sculpt and the reference in the same image. Let's go. Let's check the next sculpt. Go singular. Okay, this is me. Yaroslav, let's see, day 12, head week 3 is equal to greater than 4. Bro, what does this mean? Okay, so 3 greater than 4. I'm not sure, man. Okay, hi, my results some different from reference, but I think it's not bad. Yeah, I think it's not bad either. But what you could be fixing is the width of the top of the head. So I see that we have a taper, but it's very subtle here. Over here you can definitely notice this to be a bit more dramatic. So the top of the head is always going to be wide. Okay, and we have the widest area of the head over here, and you see from there to the jaw we have this taper, the slight taper that goes on with the face. Now you have it as well, but we could emphasize that a bit more. I definitely think this is in the 80-90% accuracy, so a good thing. I would have appreciated if you had the other angles as well. This is just the front, so there's not much feedback that I can give you from the side in the third quarter. A lot of times this happens as well because people nail the front, but then there are some mistakes from the third quarter and the side. When you turn the model around, it collapses. So I'm not sure if that would happen here, and if we have more angles, that would have been easier, bro. Other than that, I think it's really well done. So good work here. Just implement the feedback that I give. You can just squeeze the bottom a bit or expand the upper section a bit. Other than that, looks really good. Okay, one more thing that I would fix here is that, okay, bro, this no, man, this looks like jelly. It looks like a slime character who's gonna drag his head towards me, and it's gonna be scary, man. So definitely do move all of this in together. You can just use the lasso mask and just trim the rest of the area. Yep, nothing too concerning otherwise. Hi bro, hello my friend. I just learned sculpts from your course. All right, how's it going? Thank you for honoring my trick. My pleasure, bro. I appreciate good tips, and especially when people do not gatekeep this, share it with the community. I love it. I love it. It's actually a pretty genius trick. All right, Clunt. Let's check. Skull level 1 and 2, reference on the left, and my sculpt on the right. I love your interface, bro. This looks so nomad sculpt-ish. So I really do love this. Okay, what's here? Let's check. Okay, side looks awesome. Front looks awesome. What you could do is notice this angle here, this line here. It's pretty straight, isn't it? But over here I'm seeing this curve here, and then I see this abrupt line going down. So if you want, you could slightly streamline it, but it's nothing too concerning, honestly. This looks good. I could slightly taper this ever so slightly more. Just push on this area so that we have a bit of this slope thingy going on. I feel like this is a flat area, but we can have a very subtle slope. Nothing too concerning, honestly. And yeah, as long as you're in the 80-90% accuracy, bro, it's absolutely fine. Let's have a look at the skull level 2. This is beautiful. I love this. Awesome. No comments. Love this. All right, awesome, bro. Like you nailed it. I love it. Seriously, there's not much to comment here. Love this. Absolutely beautiful. Change category, quality post. I love this, bro. Keep up the amazing work. Bro, you literally said buy a pen in your tutorial. No, bro, how much does that cost, bro? I'd recommend buying it. If you want to use a mouse, you could, but bro, the cheapest tablet you could buy, I think it's about 30 bucks. Or if you want to buy a more professional one, you can just buy a used one. A lot of my students, I know that they got a second-hand pre-loved tablet for under 50 bucks. And it's awesome. Like, it works. The reason that you want a tablet is because it's more natural. You hold it with your hand and you're sculpting this. It's friendlier on your wrist, but more importantly, this has pressure sensitivity. So any tablet, even the cheapest one that has pressure sensitivity, is 100 times better than a mouse. And the example that I shared even in the course is that imagine there's a guy who's chopping down a tree with an axe, and then another guy comes, a Jerry comes, and he asks, "Hey bro, can I also chop down the tree? But I have a knife." Like, you can. Technically, yes, you can, but it's going to take so much longer. The same thing goes for sculpting with a pen versus with a mouse. You can sculpt with a mouse, but it's unnecessary effort. It's unnecessary pain. You don't have to go through it. 30 bucks. I think you can find a very good tablet for 30 bucks. Anything. If you want to spend more, that's good. I think, how much is the 1x Wacom? 1x Wacom price USD. Let's check. How much is this? 49 euros. I don't know where you live, bro. So you could get this. This is a medium. You could get the small one, but I think they are more by XP Pen or graphic tablets USD. 30 bucks, bro. Literally. Yeah, bro. I mean, if you want, I would highly, yeah, see, XP Pen graphic tablets from 25. So the one that has pressure sensitivity is going to work for you. And I think it's absolutely worth it, bro. Like, wouldn't you want to spend $30 to save hours of your time? Like, this is how I like to think. I like to think of time as money, bro. So let's just put this. You're a 3D artist. The average, or let's just give you an hourly rate. You should assume an hourly rate for yourself. And I think it shouldn't be any less than $30 an hour. That should be your hourly rate, hypothetically. Now, if anything saves you an hour of your work, bro, you technically save that 30 bucks. And over the course of learning how to sculpting with the mouse, it's going to take you so much longer. If it was going to take you 3 weeks, I think with the mouse, it's going to take you 6 weeks. So it's so much better to just buy a tablet. Can you suggest me the best cheaper one, bro? Because I am a student, bro. So I'll be honest, bro, like, I haven't tried this. I have this one tablet that I have been using since 2018. So this is the tablet that I use. Oh yeah, the cable is not long enough, and you can see that there's so much waiting here. I've scratched the hell out of this thing, and it still works. It works perfectly. So you could buy any one, bro. Like, if you can, just buy a used one, and that should work as well. I haven't tried the XP Pen, but a lot of I've heard from a lot of my students that XP pen is good. Some of them use Huion. The weird thing is that in some countries XP pen is cheaper, and in other countries Huion is cheaper. So there's price differences everywhere. You just want to look at whatever you can find in your country and just get the one that has pressure sensitivity. All right, Brian, let's see. Week 2, skull level 3. Since this is my first pass at level 3 this morning, focused on nailing one decent skull rather than trying to do multiple. I love this, bro. Everyone should focus on nailing one instead of doing multiple. 100%. I'm still not fully happy with it, but I will continue practicing this evening. All right, awesome. Let's see what you sculpted, bro. Okay, now let me just quickly observe them first. Oh, okay, this is where it slightly falls apart. Let's check the side. Yeah, okay, let's do some feedback. So the first thing that I would like you to do, Brian, is to just make a line from this brow ridge straight down on your reference and on the sculpt. So the reason you want to do this is because you want to see how much of the rest of the features compare to this. So I can see that the mouth is ahead. I can see that this dip behind the chin is behind the line. I can see that the chin is almost on the line. And here I can see that it is ahead, but we could definitely push it slightly further. I see that this dip is nowhere behind the line. It's on the line and the chin is slightly forward. So we could push this area slightly back as well. So that is one thing, just a tip on how to compare the side references. Oh, let's see. Let's look at the front. So from the front, bro, like the first thing that I notice here is the shape of the eye socket itself. Okay, I see that it's very flat here. The shape that you want to be looking at is aviator sunglasses. So this is similar to how, yeah, similar to what the shape of the skull looks like. The eye area of the skull looks like. And I think these glasses are inspired by the skull, if I'm not wrong. They definitely should be. That's that. Let's see. Other than that, this area you could definitely dig more. I see that we have this bulking in this area, so we definitely should not have this. You just want to use the draw brush and just brush it down like this to create this separation over here. This separation that we have. That should do it. What else, bro? I do feel like the chin is slightly wider here. Yeah, bro, like look at this angle over here. This one seems slightly wider. Also, the skull should have a bit of a taper to it. So you have it, but I think in the reference it's definitely slightly more. So I would shrink the less widen. I would just say shrink. What's the opposite of widen? I'm not sure. But you want to push the jaws in closer together. And yeah, when you make these adjustments from the front and the side, it will definitely improve your third quarter as well. But this is definitely much closer than the previous ones. So you're making good progress, my friend. Keep up the good work, Brian. Ohan, day 14, practice face level 2. Oh, thank you. Opposite of wide is narrow. Yes, you should narrow the jaw. Thank you, Tom, for correcting me. Sometimes these words just slip out of my mind, bro. Okay, not bad. I like this. Let's see. Ooh, definitely slightly angrier and meaner than the reference. But it's definitely in the ballpark. Okay, let's compare here. So first of all, what I would do, bro, is I feel like this is too angry, and one of the reason is this crease in the center. So you could smooth it out. Also, you could slightly decrease the angle of this. That should do it with the anger issue. So we need some anger management with this one. Also the nose. So notice that the nose has this trapezius shape on top. It narrows and then it widens somewhere here. I feel like this, we could widen this somewhere lower, and also narrow. You could narrow the nose down a bit. Thank you, Tom, once again. So that is something you could do. We could make the jaw slightly more angular. Notice how from here it's a curve, but in the reference what I see is a line, I see another line, and I see another line. Okay, so we could definitely make the jaw a bit sharper. Yeah, other than that, looks pretty cool, bro. Like, you're definitely in a good ballpark. You're in the 80-90% accuracy, so nothing too concerning here. Yeah, here I would just double check the side view the same way that we did for Brian. So I will draw a straight line down here. I will draw a straight line down here, and let's see. So yeah, I think we can definitely push this in a bit, or we could move the mouth forward a bit. Notice how the upper lip is directly on the line, but here I see that it's behind, and the lower lip is definitely further behind than we have in the reference. But it's nothing too concerning, like I said. All you have to do is just push this area in or just pull this area out. That should be good. One more thing you could do is the bulking of the eye. So notice that we have some space here. If you fix this now, making the eyes will be easier for you because you're setting the foundation for that. Over here, I see that it is narrow. One more thing you could do is this eye socket here. Notice how it's a bit sharp here. And what I see here is a very subtle curve. So I would give that a bit more structure like this. That should put you in a very good position. You're making really good progress, my friend. I think by the next week you will be a champion as well. So oh no, not champion, quality boss. Yeah, looking forward to it. Let's move on. How far are you into the 1 month challenge? Let's see how far are people. Okay, so 5 people are on week 1, so they're definitely on queue. I launched this a week ago, so that is okay. 2 of them are on week 2. Exciting. Making really good progress, McCoy. I haven't seen yours yet, so let's get to yours. Amateur. Week 3, we have 1 on week 3. We have 1 on week 4. All right, exciting. Ryan King, of course, the first champion that we have completed. And we have 3 Jerrys who haven't started. It's okay, man. Like, just get started, brother. The sooner you start, the quicker you will get results. Like, there's no point delaying it. Elizabeth, let's see. Day 2, sculpt a second attempt without the tutorial. Let's check. Looks good. I just see this subtle sinking here, so I would just smooth out this area. Just smooth this out. Let's see. From the side. Oh yeah, from the side, definitely we need more structure. So what you want to do is look at the jaw here, and I see that the jaw is, it's a bit weird here. We definitely want a very straight jaw here, and then we have this angle on the jaw, so we want it to go up as well. So that is what we need, and this is what I mean by a lot of times the front that we see is good, but then everything falls apart when we spin the model. So do share all of the angles when you want some feedback. Let's check the top. Let's check the top. Top looks okay. I think we could definitely improve the shape. By the way, one more thing is, let me show you guys. Blender 5.0. Okay, let's wait it to load. When you're shading progress for level 1, you should have the level 1 sculpt over here as well, because that is when I can give you the best feedback. Like, I want to show you what you are doing wrong, and for that I need you to share the same level, and that is exactly why I set up the scene the way that I did. So let me show you guys actually. Oh, by the way, do remind me to show you the Superman that I sculpted is insanely good, bro. Like, I think I outdone myself this time. Project start, head course, source file. Yeah, so this is the source file. There you go. So see, on the reference side of things, you can always press the /, and the / will bring up all of the levels. So when you want feedback for level 1, just click the level 1, press the /, and boom, it's this easy. So whatever level you are at and whatever level you need feedback for, just load that reference up and share me a screenshot in a similar angle, and that's just going to be amazing. Okay, so the front, definitely we need to work on the side. The structure from the side is not right. Okay, what we want from the side is this shape. So notice the jaw, how straight this jaw is, how we have this angle. The top is slightly blocky, isn't it? So we need all of these angles, and unless we get them, we do not want to move on to level 2. So I just think that is lacking structure. Yep. I don't think I will mark this as a quality post though, because this wasn't with the right reference. Let's see. Chase, let's see. Skull final level 3 practice. Bro, why are you practicing with the old skull now? So I would recommend that get the new one, practice the new course. Why are you learning with the new course? Bro, I did a community post just now of day one, bro. Can you see it, bro? Yes, yes, we will get to it. Where can I share my sculpts so you can review it? You are reviewing only the sculpts you made a tutorial recently? Yes, I only review the sculpts over here. If you want further feedback, like in this community, I only discuss heads. I just discuss the 1 month challenge. For other stuff, I have the Da Vinci School. This is where we dive into more advanced topics, and this is where we do feedback for them. So this is the community that I am more active in. I primarily am active here. So every day I'm just going through it, sharing feedback every single day to the members inside. And yep, like the focus here in this community, I just want to keep the focus on the head. So if there's anatomy posts here and other stuff here, a random practice here and there, hand practice, there's not much that I can contribute in that regard, because this community is for people who are getting started. This is the community of people who are taking the first steps. So yep, yeah, Chase, my friend, like I would recommend just start with the new course, man. Like this is the old one. Let's see. Yeah, out of all of them, I like this one the most. So this one is definitely nice. What I would still fix here is the jaw. So the jaw has this wobbliness, no wobbliness on the jaw ever. Just make it a straight line. Okay, that is what you want to do. And if you can hit this mark, though, you can move on to the next level. Let's see. Let's check the third quarters. Yeah, even from the third quarter, this one is the best one. What I think you are lacking here is you need to pull the cheekbone out. So notice how it overhangs slightly across the face. Here I see it's just curving in. So we need that structure of the cheekbone. Just pull it out slightly, and that should do it. Also this curve, bro, like we want to fix that. Let's check the front. So yeah, from the front, this one is the best one. This one is the best one. Still need to pull out the cheek, give it that structure to the cheek, and see this wobbliness here, but don't have this wobbliness. Just a straight form, line for the skull. Keep up the good work, my friend. Let's mark this as a quality post. All right, Mac. How do I join the com? Bro, the link is going to be in the description. There's a link in the description named as the 1 month challenge or something. Just join that community and you will be inside. All right, Mech Laurent. Skull level 1, day 2. Let's check. Here's my best return of the day. Reference on the left and mine is on the right. Okay, let's have a look. All right, not bad. Let's check the side. Side looks very nice. Let's check bottom. Bottom looks nice too. Okay, what I noticed on the front as well is that the angles can be a bit, just a tad bit sharper. So notice a line. But whereas here, what I see is I just see a very subtle curve. I do see a line here, but the rest of it's a bit washed out. The angles of the jaw. So just tighten them slightly up. Just push this area slightly in, and that should fix it. All you have to do is to just push this up slightly so that you have this structure, and you'll nail it, bro. So I love that. Even from the bottom, the same thing once again. You just need more structure. Notice how this is a curve and it's curving back. So the jaw, especially on a male, it should be a line, it should be a line, and it should be a line. Okay, so just that slightly angular, blockier structure, that should fix everything. I love this. Keep up the good work, my friend. Love the progress. Let's go. Perfect. Elizabeth, day 1. Here are my results. First attempt. Wait, I just saw your first attempt. Okay, that was the second attempt. Okay. My bad. My bad. Here are my results. First attempt. Okay, front. Yep. Again, the reference, we should use the level 1 reference. Side still need a bit more structure, need this height for the jaw. Line, we do need that. Yeah, the top, definitely slightly more egg shape. Notice this egg shape. If I show it to you here, it's this shape over here. Notice this egg shape. It almost looks like an egg. So that is what we want for the top of the head. So yes, Elizabeth, do practice with the level 1 here and you will get better results. And it's done. All right, let me show you guys. So here is the Superman that I just completed, and it looks awesome, bro. Like, this turned out better than I imagined. And people say like, oh, but why did he kill Batman? Batman cannot die easily. Like, bro, come on. Like, it's so obvious. Like, Superman could do this with his little pinky. He could just flick his head and sever it. But he doesn't do it because he considers Batman to be a friend. It's so obvious. But like, I get this argument all the time that, you know, Batman with some prep time will always beat Superman. Like, who gives you prep time when it's time to fight, bro? Imagine you got into a fight with someone and then you allowing that guy to wear his gloves, I don't know, take out his brass knuckle, wear it, and you're like, yeah, it's okay, bro. I'm going to give you some prep time. Take your prep time. It's okay. No one does it. Like, when you're mad, you just get down to each other's throats. So there's never going to be prep time unless Batman has pre-planned this and he had this Superman, someday he's going to turn evil and turn on me, and then he prepped it beforehand. Okay, that makes more sense. But bro, like, in a dog fight, a raw, like, Superman can just flick his head. And yes, I am opening up a few slots for the Da Vinci School. So if you are interested, just join the waiting list. And the reason I would recommend you join the waiting list is because I will reach out to you a week before I announce it publicly. And if the seats get, and I'm only opening 2 slots, by the way. So if the seats get sold out within the waitlist time, they're sold out, bro. If they don't, then I think maybe 1 seat would be left. And then, yeah. So just to give you a better chance to get inside, just join the waiting list. The link is going to be in the description. What you get in the Da Vinci School is you get a more serious community, a tighter community. You get one-to-one access to me. Every day you will get feedback, the same that you're getting here, every single day, bro. So you never feel lost. You get more advanced courses. We dive into anatomy, female anatomy, retopo, stylized sculpting, all in the same step by step, level by level fashion, and you can see the kind of amazing results that we are getting with this course. So if you want to take your sculpting to the next level, you've completed the 1-month challenge. This is the next best step, I promise you. So do apply. And I only take limited admissions at a time because I really want to focus on the results that the members get. So do apply. Perfect. McLaunt. Oh, bro, we already did your next level, and that was pretty nice. Yeah, I just feel like it's the same thing, just a bit more structure on the lower section. McLaunt, day 1, level 0. Bro, I love level 0s. Level 0 is my favorite section, by the way. This shows you where people start, and when they get results, this is something that you have to look back at. So it's amazing. Level 0, I love it, and I love it when people share it. George, let's have a look. Level 2 skull attempts. Hi everyone again. The past few days, for at least an hour, I've been working on trying to get the level 2 skull close to the reference without following the video. I felt that I've gotten to a point where they have at least consistently looked close to the general shape of the skull, but I would like the feedback on any of the images if something looks off. I also want to clarify the last 2 block out to the skull images were my attempt at starting from point 0 all the way to level 2 if anyone gets confused. Okay, then let's have a look. So this is with following along. Okay, love the presentation here. Follow along too. So you see there's definitely clearly improvement in the follow along 1 and follow along 2, and this is what most people don't get, bro. You have to repeat the exercise until you get a similar result. People think, oh bro, I just have to watch the course and I'll become a sculptor. It does not happen. You have to get your hands dirty. This is the same as swimming, bro. You can't stand by the pool and be like, oh wow, he swings his arms so nice, and you learn sculpting. That's not gonna happen. You have to get in the pool, you have to swing your arms, you have to get some water in your mouth, and then you will learn how to sculpt. So you have to get your hands dirty. So love this, bro. The follow along to, definitely you've nailed it. I love it. Like, what I see is the shape of the eye here could be slightly be adjusted, and even before I could comment on that, I see that the next one has already fixed that. So beautiful work here. Okay, let's see. First attempt. Okay, so this is no video, but were you following the reference? Even if you do not follow the video, I would recommend that you use the head on the side as well. So always use that reference on your side. People say that, oh, I want to sculpt with memory. Sculpting with memory does not work, bro. Like there's no point sculpting with memory. The reference is your light at the end of the tunnel. Why stay in the dark when you can have some light that is going to navigate you to the end of the tunnel? So the reference. Always, always, always. The most important thing is reference. If you don't have reference, you'll just be lost in the dark. You'll just be guessing your way around. So always, always, always use reference. So what you could fix here, bro, is just the lower section. So I think the upper section is fine. The lower section, you see how it flares out. We do not want that. Okay, you want a taper to the head. So this lower section should definitely be brought in. If you want the flaring, it's almost towards the end, very subtly, but I would say just ignore it. And this shape, so you want this shape on the lower end of the skull, and you see now it looks so much better. So just the lower section is what you need to fix on this one. The eyes, maybe you can make them slightly smaller, but you're in the 80-90% accuracy, so no need to worry about that. Let's look at the second attempt. Oh yeah, you've already fixed it, bro. Awesome, I love it. Let's go. Block out 2 skulls. So okay, so this is slightly different. Like it just feels a bit squished to me, the structure here. Like the eyes feel like they're melting, slightly melting. We do not want that. You just want to tighten this area up. Okay, so just tighten it up. Just look at this one. Okay, so this is the shape that we want here. So just tighten this up, push this slightly up, tighten this area, make it less droopy. And yeah, you got yourself a good progress. Block out to sculpt, newest attempt. Yeah, we could push this area in. It does feel like it's melting slightly, so I hope you're able to see this. Okay, so notice the cheekbones here. Okay, we have this slight slant, but here it's just falling down. It's just like it's melting a bit. So I would definitely just tighten this up. So yeah, good work here, my friend. This one is the best one. And when you try without the reference, I would highly recommend that you have the reference on the side all the time. Okay, don't try to do it without the reference. Love this. Great progress, George. Love this. Quality post. Bro, make your own sculpt in live, bro. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to make a self-portrait yet. I have these really crazy ideas that I just want to sculpt. For example, this Batman that I just sculpted. Let me show you. Superman, Batman. And I just want to play outside my comfort zone now. So for a very long time, bro, like I've been making characters in A pose, but I want to make posed sculpts like this now. So that is what I am focusing on. By the way, this happened after I completed this and posted it everywhere. I just realized, bro, that I could have got so much better composition if I took the cape. Let me show you, bro. So if we took the cape, bro, and we gave it this angle like this, damn, look at how badass this looks. And I wish I had sculpted it this way, but I've already shaded everywhere. So this looks so badass. I love this composition more. What do you think? Isn't this composition better with the cape? I think this is definitely way more badass. Love this. Also, this just naturally draws your eye. So from here to the Batman to the cape, back to the from here to the Batman to the cape, back to Superman. So this has really interesting composition. Definitely should have done it this way. Yeah, let's go back here. Yours love result level 2 face. Let's see. I started watching tutorial on creating faces. This is my result, but I can see that it does not look very much like the reference. I tried doing it on my own, working straight to the reference without watching the video, but as you can see, it didn't turn out very well. Let's see. Attempt 1, attempt 2. Okay, attempt 2 is not that bad. I think I already did cover the other ones that you posted here. think that was your post. Yeah, here. So bro, this is much better. And if you just implement those changes, you'll nail it. You got this. Prince. Let's check, bro. Oh, bro, like we have a prince, we have a king, but the crown only got owned by one. Yeah, man, like not the same angle. This is a very low effort post, bro. So I'll just mark here the Jerry. Let's move on. Thank you for the knowledge. Can give advice on what to practice and improve. Let's see. Okay, let's check the other ones. So honestly, I think the mistakes are so obvious that I do not need to comment on this. And this is what I tell you about Jerry's, bro. So making a sculpt like this, putting that effort to make a 360 video, to make an animation, it just does not work, bro. Like all of the time that you spend here making this animation could have been time paying more attention to the course and working there. This does not work. And from the side, bro, like you can see that his head, the shape of the head, the nose, the eyes, like, bro, I think it's very obvious, isn't it? Also, I would highly recommend that you practice with the new course. This is the old one. And bro, like, bro, come on. This is not as deep. Like, even when you're following the old version, people have gotten massive results with the old version as well. The new version is just improved and better. So you can see here, bro, like, before this, people have been getting amazing results with this. And you want to be in a ballpark of it looking similar to the reference. But this one definitely isn't there. Definitely need to add more width here. So notice the face has this taper. We do not have this taper. It's curving out. It is widest here. Then it shrink back in. The top of the head should look like an egg, not the front. Okay, so that is something to remember. Check the side. So from the side, bro, like the slope is so massive, but like I would want to slide on this. Yay! Ski down this slope. Definitely need to improve that structure. We do not have the dip here. So I just see this forehead and straight nose down, but like this is so feminine. This happens with females. So we do not want this. We want this dip to happen here. The eyes do not have the angle. They have the angle the opposite way. I can see that the lower lid is out of the upper lip. So we definitely need to improve those things, man. Like this is rushed effort, bro. And because of this video, I have to mark you as a Jerry, bro. Okay, let's move on. Tom Doobie Saga. By the way, guys, hey, let me show you something really inspiring. Oh, did I not share the post here? Oh, I think it's inside the Da Vinci School. I think you shared it there as well. Yep, you shared it here as well. Bro, I remember attaching your first Doobie. Okay, maybe I forgot to press enter. This happens to me. So I upload something, it's loaded there, and a lot of times what happens, bro, is I just forget to press enter. I have no clue why this happens. This has happened so many times with me on Discord. I upload something, and then I don't know what happens. Maybe I'm waiting for it to upload, and then I'm doing something else, and then I forget to press enter. It's so embarrassing. It's so weird. But yeah, here you guys, like, okay, let's just visit Tom's Doobie sculpts. And you can see this, bro, like he's been at it. People just try for 2 days and then they give up. So let's see, bro. Like, I remember you shared the Doobie here somewhere. Yeah, here. So Tom posted this on May 18. And what is it today? July. When was this post? 3 days ago. And he's been persistent on making Doobie work. And he just wanted to nail that aesthetic, make her look beautiful. And you can see, but like from here to here, he's been at it. And this is what I admire. This is what I respect. A lot of people just completely underestimate. They think, oh, bro, I'll just wake up tomorrow, I'll just watch this tutorial and boom, it's gonna happen. No, bro, you have to get your hands dirty and look at how beautiful this is. This is the side of progress that no one likes showing you. But like, before I made characters like this is what I was sculpting. This is what I sculpted when I started learning sculpting. Before I got serious, this is what I sculpted, and it sucks. Look at all of these bad sculpts. There's always going to be this shit that you have to go through to make the characters that you want. And I just really want to emphasize on this fact. And I love when people share their journey. So this is very inspiring and I love this. Let's look at Adam. Day 3 practice. Let's see. I'm probably not doing it right. My GID brain says to line up the model with the grid. The top of the reference and the UVC should be what? +1 millimeter. The bottom should be Z. Oh, bro, why? This is not math, bro. Like, I keep mentioning that you should learn like an artist, not a doctor. And I would add to it, not like a mathematician. I think the size of the head have here a bit too high. I will try to do the other skull, but kids are waking up and starting to shout, so I might have to pop back later. I love this, but like you're a family guy and you're still making time for sculpting. I admire that and I love that. So that is really, really nice. I would say, bro, don't fixate so much on these math. Like it should be this millimeter low, this millimeter wide. You can completely eyeball this, and a bit of that difference, a bit of plus minus, it's fine. Like what I would improve here is just the structure of the face. So notice these things, bro. Like it's widening over here. Notice how straight this is. So it tells me that it's going to be wide when you look at it from the bottom view as well. We need a bit more of these angles, a bit more structure of the jaw here. We have it, but it's a bit wobbly, isn't it? So I can see it coming out here, going back in, going here, going back out. So we just need to smoothen these things a bit. Same thing from the side, bro. Like here, what you want to do is just push the jaw forward. So the jaw should be somewhere halfway this. So somewhere here. This jaw is way back. And if you go high poly now, this is going to be a pain in the ass to solve later. So this is something you can fix right now. Let's check the skull level 2. Skull level 2. No, man, like we do not have the depth to the things that we have here. So this structure, you have them, but they are very washed out. We need more structure to these things. The side looks not bad, and here you can clearly see that you did not make this separation here. This separation here, notice how this is like a flat area, whereas I can see the cheekbone going all the way from here up till the nose. This is so wrong, my man. You just want to take a draw brush and cut through here, make this separation. The cheek stops here. Notice the cheekbone stops here. It does not go all the way to the nose. So we just lack that structure. And because we have it over here, we don't see it from the front as well. Now, when you dig this area here, you will have this contour, you will have the shadow. It will look so much better. So do make that cut over here, bro. But day 3, not bad. We still have a week to nail this. So definitely on the right track. Keep up the good work. Skull level 3. Yeah, bro, like this is the problem. You want to go to this step by step. Unless you can absolutely nail this shape, there's no point going to step number 2, because it's going to waste more time. Same thing here, bro. If you do not fix the things here, you do not get a similar shape here, there's no point going to step number 3, adding more details, because you're adding details on a weak base, and you can already see here. Okay, so this cheekbone, we do not have that separation. Although you have the features of the skull, it's not going to look nice because the level 2 wasn't good. See this cheekbone all the way here. So there's no point, bro. Just practice this step by step and you will make progress. Overall, today went a lot faster than the previous session. I don't know if it's much better, but most of all was done with just grab and some smooth, inflate instead of using a lot of others and wasting. Yeah, but like, why use a lot of others? Just use the brushes that I show you in the course. And this is the thing about sculpting, but like there's 100 ways you can do the same thing. If I want something to protrude outside, I could use the draw brush, I could use the grab brush, I could use the clay strips brush, I could use the inflate brush. And this is a big problem. So a lot of times people just go on YouTube and like, hey bro, I'm just going to watch a speed charge stream and I'm going to learn from it. You cannot learn from a speed charge stream, bro. The reason that it does not work is because you've seen how insanely quick speed charge sculpts, and his method is never the same. So the way that he blocks out the face might be different for each character because he's a professional and he's doing those things. He's solving those problems in real time. He might use the eye, he might use the draw brush to block out the eye. Just an example. The other time around, he just might use the infinite brush. The other time around, he just might use a grab brush. So you as a viewer, you just get confused. Okay, which brush should I try? All of those brushes work, 100% they do. But what you need right now is you need to build some basics, need to build some understanding. And for that, just use whatever is in the course. I explain my reasoning, why am I using this brush, and the way that I'm using that brush. And if you just follow along with it, that will make so much more sense. So instead of guessing and trying different things, just follow what's in the course. Once you get the result, then feel free to experiment, bro. Just get the result first. And I promise this is the fastest way forward. The fastest way forward is that you take the course slow. So I do appreciate the quality post. Let's mark this as a quality post. Further from staging, yeah, this is the stream that I sculpted the dead Batman head. Already shared feedback here. First champion, Ryan King, bro, love this. Finished the course. Clunt, day 0, love the day zeros. Finished 1 hour of the video, please point out my mistakes. Yeah, I think I already commented this. So I sometimes do casually browse to the community and just share feedback. So always make a quality post. So this is a quality post. Adam, day 2 basic skull shape. Let's check. Oh, here. Oh, Adam, same guy. Yeah, bro, I noticed the same mistakes here. The structure of the jaw, though this time around it is in the center, but this slope, not good. We need a straight line. So we should pay close attention to these shapes. Are these shapes a line? Is it a curve? What's the angle? And that is how you make something closer to the reference. So I see that this is a vertical line behind the jaw, isn't it? So we should not have this slopiness here. Same mistakes, I noticed them here as well. The cheekbone not defined. You carry the cheekbone all the way to the end. So we do not want that. Yeah, over here as well, same thing. Cheekbone carrying all the way over. You want to cut this area with the draw brush so that you have something of a flat area over here. Chase, not gonna lie, I've been a bit of a Jerry, but I love accountability and it takes courage to do this. So I respect when someone's being accountable. A little bit Jerry and skip sculpting for a few days, but I'm back again. I guess you could call it spaced repetition. Now, man, spaced repetition does not work. You're building concepts, they're fresh in your mind. When you take that break, you lose that momentum. So all you have to commit, bro, is just 1 month. And I would highly recommend that you just follow the new course already, bro. Like it's the old one works 100%, but the new one is much faster, bro. Like I've seen all of the common mistakes that happen with sculpts. I've implemented all of them. I've improved my delivery or the way that I explain things so much more over the course of these last 2 years. And the new course is way more superior. So just follow that. Let's go to page number 2. Wow, we have a lot of posts this week. Damn. 1 membership request. Let's see. Blender stuff's done. Welcome to the community, my friend. Oh shit. Did I lose all of the progress? Yeah. Jerry, I got distracted. And this is what I get for being distracted. Okay, no. Okay. I was just too harsh on myself. Didn't lose anything. I thought that the page had refreshed somehow, but it hasn't. Good. Adam Day 1 attempts. Jerry here. I've been sculpting for a year a bit. Yeah, bro. Same feedback, man. Like, doesn't work. Look at the level 1 here. Look at the level 1 here. Not the same, is it? Let's look at the level 1 here. This is the level 1. And this is what I sculpted in the course as well, bro. Like, why push this in? Why pull this out? Doesn't make sense, bro. I'll guide you through it step by step. I promise you I will get you results for it within a month. All you have to do is to just follow, bro. This is the easiest, no-brainer course, bro. Just follow along the best that you can. I have to mark this as a Jerry, bro. I'm sorry, but it has to be Jerry Post. This is the level 1, bro. Just practice up till here. And you follow this course the best that you can, you will get the best results. Saw this course shared by Ryan King, so I want to try it out. Thank you, Ryan, for the shout out. But yes, bro, the way that Ryan got results as well is that he just followed the steps. And if you want results like Ryan, if Ryan inspired you, that is awesome, bro. If you want results like Ryan, you have to practice the way that Ryan did. And really easy, that as simple as that, bro. Lapkong. Bro, I'm butchering your name, aren't I? Sorry about that. This is my first day sculpting a human head. There are definitely shortcomings, so I would appreciate any help or feedback. Alright, let us do it. This is why we go live. Let's see, bro. The face is slanting forward. We do not want that. The top is an egg enough. This should be wider. Area should be wider. So here's the top. See how wide this is versus how narrow this is. It should be like an egg. So we definitely need to improve that. The bottom, okay, the bottom looks very nice. The front, I think we could have a bit more angle on the jaw. So this feels very flat to me. Versus notice this. So we have this angle on the jaw. This is what we need. Okay, what you have is something like this. And yes, there might be skulls like this out there, 100% they are, but when we're following a reference, we want results closer to the reference. So definitely just make these adjustments. Very few shortcomings and very minor tweaks. You got this. Guillermo Lorente did yesterday 3 different level 1s reference on the left. I could spot the differences once I was done with them separately, so I think this is also a good practice. Okay, let's oh wow, love the presentation, my friend. This one looks beautiful. This one is a bit curved, a bit of angle. This will be beautiful. This one looks beautiful, just that the head is slightly sinking over here. Side, okay, from the side this one looks beautiful. The other two, what I see is that they have this slope going on towards the front. We do not want that. We do not have it in the reference. So this one is the best from the side. From the bottom, we could square this. It will be beautiful. This one is beautiful. This one is curved. So just straighten out, get those line. Over here, line as well. Just the chin can be a bit flat. From the back, this one looks beautiful. This one is, I just pull this slightly down. Though it's not too concerning, bro. Like the back, not too concerning. Front, love it. So very little adjustments that you have to make, my friend. Oh, this is day 1. Awesome. So great work, my friend. Looking forward to see more of your progress. I wouldn't be surprised if you get results very quickly. What's the biggest challenge in sculpting for you right now? Bikram Ghosh. Let's check. Hello everyone, I just started my first model, how it looks. Let's see. But you just attached the side. How can I tell you how it looks? Nice. I also started chatting a few days ago and did a few attempts in blocking out the skull. Some feedback I'd give is that the jaw yours looks a bit bigger. I also had that issue. It helped me to try see if the head will fit inside the square using the drag and select. Okay, perfect. So this trick definitely works. You could also probably bring the forehead slightly backwards. Overall, much good job. Especially since it's your first, I also recommend providing an image from the front. Yeah, see, front and the other angles as well, bro. 100% do provide them. And he's absolutely right, bro. So when you want to check, you always want to see if you can fit the square something into a square. And here you can see it's a bit of a rectangular. It doesn't need to be a perfect 1-to-1 square, but it just needs to be square-ish. As long as it's square-ish, it works. And since this is a low effort post, bro, I have to mark you as a Jerry. Okay, let's see. George. Okay, we already discuss this one. You're making good progress. Okay, that's the end of it. That's the end. of the feedback. Oh, I think someone joined later and he asked for feedback as well. So let's check that. New. Yeah. Titus Reddy Naruwala. Day 1 with the mouse in Blender. Yeah, like, bro, you can sculpt with the mouse 100%. Let me show you Joshua. Joshua is someone who's inside the Da Vinci School. And he also joined the 1 month challenge first. And when I was working with him 1-to-1, so I also offer mentorship to Joshua. Oh, here he is. He's online. So Joshua is online. Let me show you his post, bro. So this is Joshua, the sculpts that he's making now. And I did not know this up till here, bro. He was sculpting with a mouse. He was sculpting with a mouse. And you can get results with the mouse. But when we started working one-on-one together, I recommended Joshua that just get a graphic tablet. You can get the cheapest one. And bro, Joshua cannot go back now. He told me, bro, that it makes it so much easier, so much smoother, so much better to work with a graphic tablet that he does not want to go back to a mouse. So he was getting good results with the mouse, bro, like awesome. But it just reduces your effort so much when you work with the graphic tablet. This is one of his recent posts, and you can see like he's just making amazing progress over here. To 100%, bro, like just get a graphic tablet. It's cheap. Just buy the cheapest one that has pressure sensitivity. It's going to be worth that investment. You'll save so much time, bro. Even if you spend $50, $30, it's worth the time, but you will save hours and hours and hours and hours of your time, bro. So 100% do invest in it. All right, that's pretty much it. If you want your feedback, if someone's watching this on YouTube and still is not part of the community, just join the community, bro. Share your sculpts inside. You get this free course over here. People are getting amazing results with it. Look at the champions, bro. Look at the recent one that we got with the new course. I just launched this a week ago, and I cannot wait to see the amazing results that are going to follow this. But even before this, when this challenge wasn't revised, wasn't remastered, we were still getting insane results. Look at Janelle. She went from here to here in 32 days. Stefan went from here to here in 15 days. That is amazing. So this is the best place if you've been struggling with sculpting, if you've been tired of these bullshit anatomical terms, and you want to learn sculpting like an artist, not like a doctor. Join here, share your sculpts, bro. Every Saturday I go live and I share feedback. And if you want to take your sculpting to the next level, I am opening slots for the Da Vinci School at the end of this month, and you can join the waiting list. The link is going to be in the description. When you join the waiting list, I will personally reach out to you a week before I publicly announce it, and then you will have a better opportunity of getting your seats. I'm only opening 2 seats this month because I really want to focus on those results only. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. So inside the Da Vinci School, what we have is we have more advanced training. We have training for the anatomy in the easiest way, bro. Easiest way. You can see the amazing results that we get inside the community. Okay, not all of them are pinned here, but you can definitely see that we get insane results inside. Day 7, but like, what else do you want? In day 7, if you can sculpt this, you'd be a happy guy, won't you? So this is the best place. Once you're done with the challenge, but this is the next best step, I promise you. And even if you're inside the challenge, you can join this. I will work with you personally and I will help you complete the challenge much quicker. You will have constant feedback, constant support your way. So yep, that's it for this week's feedback. I hope you guys found it helpful. I'll be signing off now. Here's a fist bump.